just for the people that can't. So this is just the first thing I want to tell you guys is this is a very low-key meeting. Like, bring your kids on, bring your dogs. Like, I don't care. It's like, if you gotta push mute and get up and get something to drink, go to the bathroom, like, that's what we do. Most of us are moms. Most of us are, you know, just doing whatever. Like, you don't have, it's not super like crazy. Like this, you need to take notes. All I want to do was to just kind of hop on this today and just talk to you a little bit about kind of what I've been thinking about, what I've been doing with my personal development, what's been helping me, and then we'll just open it up for questions as to where you're struggling and kind of help with that. All right, does that sound good, everyone? Okay, so the very first thing that I want to tell you is if you haven't got your organizational planner, you need to do it. Who has a planner or who has some type of organizational system? Okay, if you don't, I'm going to tell you right now, you're going to wing it. And if you're like me, I'm passionate about this business, so it's kind of kept me going, you know what I mean? But winging it is completely, I'm not a very organized person in certain parts of this business, and I have been using this planner, and it's completely just rocked my world. So remember, it's called plannerpad.com. I had to go to Target and get my colors. My colors aren't on there. But you remember, you can do your buckets, and then it's a filtering system. And it's going to keep you on track. All right, you guys, the biggest thing about this business, I'm going to tell you right now, is we're a society that we want now. We want success now. So what happens is we're not really into working. Like, we don't want to work for long periods of time, and then we burn out. And I don't want you to be that person that works and is obsessive about this business, and then you get burnt out and you're like, what the hell happened? What I want you to do is create balance now, and when you're working, you're all in and you work super hard during that time. So whatever you give to Beachbody, you give it 100%. Granted, like I said, a lot of us do have kids, and a lot of us are, you know, giving our kids grilled cheese sandwiches and picking up, you saw me, picking up all these, I'm wiping up ants, for God's sakes. But the cool thing is we can still build a very successful business by having a little bit of organization in our life and really doing the right things. So the question is what are the right things? Okay. So I just been kind of looking at people's posts, and I just want to tell you this. You are not going to build a business if you don't post. All right. And when I say that, I mean, I just want you to take a look at your Facebook page, because I want you to look at what you're posting. What are the type of things that you're posting? Would it be a scroll stopper for yourself? And would you be like, I want to be that person's friend? That's all I want you to think about, okay? Because when I'm posting, I think, that really resonates with the old Kiana. Like, if I was sitting on my couch depressed or whatever I was, I'd be like, hey, I want to listen to this girl. That's how I built a lot of followers, and that's how I built a lot of relationships. Is the second, you guys, I'll post a challenge, and people have never said one thing to me, and their response to me is, I feel like I already know you. If they say that to you, that means you've done a good job, because they should know you, because you make yourself present online. That is a very big difference between being online all day. It just means that you're creating a post in the morning, the afternoon, and the evening that are offering value to people. Okay, are we all good with that? Do you feel like you're doing good with that? Anyone have any questions about, do you feel like you're getting likes and comments? Do you feel like you're creating your audience? How do you guys feel about that? Don't all speak at once. Don't all speak at once. And you guys don't have to be on mute. I don't care. It's a small group, so it doesn't matter.
I feel like I get most of the people that want to talk to me mostly in person, because when they see me, they're like, you've lost weight, or you're doing something different. And it's not so much on Facebook, but sometimes, like, I'll post something and then someone will turn around and inbox me.
Right.
And it's not so much that they even comment or like on it. It's more like they have a personal question, or they don't want to broadcast themselves. But I don't ever know how to take it from that point Like
So
what?
I would message them like they want to talk to you in person, like at that moment they want to talk to you.
Well, yeah, like they're like, well, let's meet up or let's do this. Like where do you go from there? Because I don't want to be pushy, and I can be a pushy person.
Okay, so that I love that you said that, but here's the deal: is I want you to be yourself, and I want you to. It's really just a trial and error test. Like, for example, I had to go write me, and she's like, "What do you do?" And a lot of times I'd be like, "Oh, I'm a Beachbody coach, and I help people get healthy, fulfilling lives, and I run challenge groups." And I wouldn't say anything. But today she said, "What do you do?" And I said, "I'm a Beachbody coach. You should totally do it." And she's like, "Huh? I can do that?" And I'm like, "Yeah." Well, what is it? Jennifer, there is a balance of class for SAS. Does that make sense? And I want you to think about that, but I don't want you to take yourself out of it. I want you to be up for it. And it's about passionate, not pushy. Does that make sense? And so I would just write that person and be like, "Hey, it was so awesome seeing you. Like, I'd love to talk to you a little bit more about what I'm doing. It really has changed my life. And here's how it's changed my life. Like, I want nothing more than to help you. Like, what is it that you would want to see yourself in 30 days? And what could I do to, what are your goals? Like, what are you doing now? Are you working out?" Just like really try to get to know them. And that's what I do. That's what I would do. I would just write that person. And you guys remember that people relate to Beachbody in 3 ways. Personal, meaning, or physical, sorry. Like, they see a transformation or like, "Holy crap, I want that." Like Amy Jones has a transformation, right, Amy? We have a transformation.
Yeah.
But also, I'm going to tell you this right now. If you don't have a transformation, that is the biggest mistake, to think that you cannot be a successful coach. Because now you're going to change from your before and after to your before and progress. It's a big progress. It's about what the changes are happening. You don't have to have this big 30-pound, 50-pound, 6-pack abs transformation. You have to have a transformation of how you're feeling. That's when you focus on how you're feeling and what is changing in your life. So the physical aspect, definitely like a showstopper, is definitely what people relate to. And when I was in the beginning, I would look at my challengers. Like, for example, today I posted in my challenge group, how do you feel like you have grown in the last 3 weeks? Like, what changes have you seen in yourself? So I'm going to use what they say, and I'm going to post a call to action in my challenge group tonight on a post. And I'm going to say, "Hey, mamas, do you ever feel like you don't have time for yourself," or whatever. And then I'll show you guys, I'll share my post with you guys, okay? And then I'll say, like, "I just asked my challengers in 3 weeks, like, these are why these groups work." Because I know that in my group, in the last 3 weeks, people are saying they're feeling healthier, they feel happier, they're not drinking as much. It's just the little things that people just need a little bit of hope. And so I'm sharing that and constantly talking about that on my page. So the physical transformation. The second thing is an emotional transformation, you guys. People want to be happier. And I'm going to use Amy as an example. When I got her on the phone to talk about this opportunity, she was miserable. And I could hear it in her voice. Like, I could hear it in her voice. I could see that she wanted change so much. And she was really upset. And her transformation in like a month and a half is incredible. So she needs to be talking about that all the time, right, Amy? You need to be sharing. And we call these jab hooks, meaning you're jabbing and jabbing. You're like talking about how awesome you're feeling and talking about what these things are doing. Not inviting yet, but talking about what your life looks like now, and talking about, and then hook it where, okay, you've seen me post about all these things, now hook and come join me. Does that make sense? So it's not always invite, boom. It's awesome post, value, and putting yourself out there, okay? And then a hook, right? And we know I want to explain to you a little bit about the affinity of Facebook, and this is important that you're doing this. You can't just expect to all of a sudden become a Beachbody coach, post, and then, all my stuff's going to go to the top of the news feed because I'm a Beachbody coach and I have some awesome stuff. I'm telling you, I posted some what I thought was awesome stuff that got 1 like, and I was like, what the hell is wrong with me? Nothing's wrong with you guys. People just aren't seeing your posts. So it's your job to get them to see your posts. You have to go behind the scenes and start conversations with people, go on your friends list and start liking their photos. You have to start going to other people's status updates and commenting on that stuff, because then Facebook goes, oh, they're actually friends. I'm going to show Jennifer's post to Sarah. Does that make sense? I'm going to show these posts. And if you don't do that, your affinity is all the way down here. And then all those people, the more conversations you have, the more relationships you build. It's as little as simple as liking someone's post. No, don't be a Facebook stalker. I used to go to people's posts and like stalk 30 things. I'm like, I like your kids. I like your kids. Yeah, don't do that. Just like comment, like a simple checking your birthday list, saying happy birthday to the people on your friends list, sending them a message, hey, I was thinking of you. It starts small, and then adding those relationships every day. You should be adding 3 to 5 new friends at the very minimum each week to over 10 people a week if you want to build your business. How do you do that? Okay. Again, you're building your affinity. You're going to groups that are important to you. Here's what I want you to do this week. I want you to join 5 new groups. Okay. And these are groups that are nothing to do with Beachbody. I don't want you to go to a Fit Mama Beachbody group, because guess what? There's 3,000 Beachbody coaches in there. I want you to go to like a sewing group or a gardening group or I don't know, something that you like. Like I'm part of a Boston Terrier group because I used to have a Boston Terrier dog. I'm part of it doesn't have to not be fitness related, but just be aware if you're in a fitness group, there's going to be a lot of fitness minded, Rapid Works, all these different people. And the last thing you want to do, and again, it's not about going in there and posting, hey, I'm a Beachbody coach, come join me. It's about offering value regularly. And then when they want help, they're going to be like, hey, that Amy girl, she knows what she's talking about. And then when you friend her, you can say, hey, it's Amy from the sewing group. I love meeting other people that are into what I'm doing and what I love to do. Maybe you're a crochet. Maybe you're, I don't know. Like there's any topic that you love, anything that you love to do, for example, is going to be out there. Like there's groups for everything. And if not, create a group. I create a group and say, hey, I'm looking for people that are do-it-yourself projects. I joined an organizing group. I joined a yell-free challenge, like stop yelling at your kids group. I'm not kidding you. These are the things that I joined. I joined a crock-pot group. Yep, I did. I joined like gardening group because I wanted to learn how to garden. And all of these people, it's not that all these people are now coaches and challengers, but I've built relationships with them where they have joined me in a challenge months down the road because I've been building relationships with them. So that is your goal, is to join groups and to friend. It is your job. You got to act like a boss and be a boss lady and be a CEO of your business, which means you've got to friend people. You are not going to build this business if you think people are going to show up on your doorsteps and knock and go, can I buy a challenge group or a challenge pack? Can I join your challenge group? Yes, it's going to happen, but guess what, guys? You haven't earned that yet. You got to build that. That takes years. That takes 4 years of heart and hustle when people start coming in. And guess what? Is it worth it? You better believe when you're looking at your bank and you're making 6 figures and you're helping thousands of people that it's worth it, right? They're going to come to you. They're not going to come to Joe Schmo down the road. They're going to go, oh, Amy, she's a Beachbody coach. I'm going to her, because you have made yourself present and you have made yourself online when you're not really online. I am not sitting online there's no 30 hours, but 24 hours a day and posting. I have a system. God forbid if that even makes sense, okay? Because look at what happens. This is what I want you to do also this week. And this is a game changer, you guys. I want you to take 15 minutes and look at coaches that you admire. Okay, this is the difference. Admire, not become jealous of, because it happens. Do I become jealous of coaches? Yes, then I unfollow them, because that's not going to help me. I gotta follow coaches that really go, oh, that's an awesome post that tugged at my heartstrings. I want to be that kind of coach. And then what I do is I take those posts and I write the idea, the topic down on a piece of paper, and it looks like this if I can find it. I thought I had it. See? I told you I was a hot mess sometimes. I swear I had it. Like, I can get a piece of paper out. Let's pretend this is it. A piece of paper, and I write down the idea. So like I was looking at a coach's topic today, and she wrote 5 tips for busy moms. So I wrote that down, 5 tips for busy moms. Did I copy her posts? No. I'm going to come up with my own 5 tips because I think that would be a good for my followers. If someone's talking about like having a busy day and being able to put that into their life, like all those things that I know I can talk about but add value, why is this not here? This is awful. This is not a good example, right? I swear it was here. I took this with me in my page. Oh, maybe it's in this one. I'm sorry. I just remembered it's in this one. Let's see, hopefully, or maybe not. Anyhow, you get my point. Like you write down 30 topics. So then when you're stuck, you go, oh, this is what I'm going to post about today. I'm serious, you guys. I have like 30 pages. I need to go through this, obviously. I also use it on a note section of my phone. That wasn't a good example, but you get what I mean. Like I do that. So if I'm scrolling and I take a note section and I go possible posts and I click on that. Okay. I go, all right, here is a post that I want to do. I want to do a post about helping people and why it's fulfilled my life. I want to do a post about my team. I want to do a post about my 3 favorite things. I want to do a post about how it can help. Does that make sense? Like my personal development. I want to do a post about my personal development books that I'm learning about. I mean, you obviously get my point. This is unlimited. So take 15 minutes at the beginning of the week and write these posts down. And then you can go, okay, I want to kind of distribute a jab, and then a hook. You should have a minimum of a call to action at least 2 times a week where you're saying, calling all people, come join me, here's my email, or here's my, like this post or comment below. But if you're doing those jabs all week long, then guess what? You're going to eventually get those hooks. Now, you're not doing anything wrong if for the first 3 months you do jab, and you have a hook, and the hook gets 0 comments and 0 likes. Like, that's just how it is. You got to increase your infinity. Consider it practice. Consider it that you're going to get people to join by having conversations. You got to build the time and put in the faith, okay? The biggest thing that I see is that people wait. They wait because they don't know how to do it. So they're like, I don't know what to do. How do I do this? I don't know how to post about this. You guys, that's called paralyzed with fear, and you're going to get nowhere. There is no, if you listened to my video yesterday, there is no perfect way to do anything. The perfect way to do something is the way you feel the most confident. So you got to find a way that you feel the most confident, whether that's making a video. People love videos. Another thing, I'm giving you a lot of stuff right now. Okay, I get it. But another thing, you got to be posting videos on your page, whether it's a workout video, they got to see your face. And I know some of you aren't happy with where you are, or you don't like what's going on. Get over that. You got to start loving yourself where you're at. And if you're not going to love yourself where you're at, then the person down the street's not going to love yourself. But the person sitting on the back corner that, is, thinking that I'm following this girl and she's never, I don't even know what her face looks like. They're not going to relate to you. Like, be yourself, be real. If you're a person that loves to do your hair and make it up, like, do that. That's fine. That's not me, obviously. If you are a hot mess 90% of the time, that's me. Okay. But I do have my eyelashes done. You see those?
Beautiful.
I decided that I would invest some eyelash time so that I would look not like so mean, right? Okay. So the other thing is you just got to be yourself. So this business is about belief. I'm telling you, if you do not believe in yourself and this business and where you're headed, no one's going to believe you. And if you don't believe what do you got to do? What do you got to do?
PD.
Thank you, Candace. Ding, 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 ding. Personal development. And I'm telling you right now, if you don't do it, you might as well quit, because you're going to want to quit if you don't do it. You're going to want to quit. You're going to go, what the heck is wrong with me? And really, you guys, your belief, your mindset is not going to change. You're not going to have, all of a sudden, you're not going to become a 5-star or 2-star or 10-star, and all of a sudden everything's perfect and people are going to start falling into your lap. No, I have to reach out every day. I have to post every single day. I have 0 points. Holla. Okay, that's not good, right? I have 0 points. This is my 24th month in a row. If I make this month, it will be success. Okay, not if, when. I make this month at Success Club 10, I will be a Success Club 10 legend, and I've made Success Club over 49 months in a row. You better believe I'm going to do everything I can to make Success Club. I mean, like, there's no option. I can look at the date and go, oh crap, I was on vacation. I don't even know what day it is. It's 9th. And my goal is usually by the 10th of the month to have Success Club 10. I got one day. However, I'm here to tell you this. Like, I believe in myself. I believe in the machine. I know what it takes to make Success Club. I got to talk to more people. I got to continue to post. I got to, even when I think no one's listening, that there are crickets on my wall, that, oh my gosh, what in the, that was a good post and no one even is going to like, I'm going to still post. I don't care. It's not about likes and comments. We get too focused on hundreds of likes and hundreds of comments. It's about the relationship. A person is not a like. A person is not like a comment. They're a person. They're a real person. So you got to reach out and talk to that person. Like, I was talking to a challenger yesterday, and I was asking her how she was doing, and oh my gosh, she just unloaded all this stuff that was really heavy. And I was like, no wonder she's struggling. And I was like, if I didn't take the time to just ask her, how are you doing? How has your week been? I never would have known all of that stuff. And it was hard to listen to because she had some crappy stuff happen in her life, but that makes me understand her more. And at the very end of the conversation, she said, I'm crying because you're the first person that actually listened to me, that actually asked me how my day was. And it almost makes me feel like teary-eyed because that's the kind of thing that we get to do every day. We get to listen to people and genuinely be a friend for that person, okay? And I know some days it gets heavy because some days we're not everyone's therapist, okay? I had to tell one girl, you need to go to therapy. But like, we don't have to be everyone's therapist, but do you understand that the power you have to change someone's life? The first time you hear, oh my gosh, you've changed the course of my life, or I will never be the same because of you came into my life, you will never want to stop doing this. And there's going to be hard days and there's going to be hard moments, but all of the good things trump all of the bad things. Because this is a job, and like anything, you're going to go like this, right? And it's going to have ups and downs, but you got to dig deep inside and ask yourself, what is the reason that I signed to be a coach, and why am I doing this? Because you'll never get to where you want to go if you give up soon or too early. And so you got to ask yourself, what's going to help me believe in myself and what's going to build my confidence? And so that confidence is built, and I talked again on the video, by doing little things every day. If you're not part of a challenge group, you need to get into a challenge group, all right? If you're not part of like the team page and the culture of our team, you need to figure it out why you're not checking that every day. If you're not doing the trainings or trying to learn something new every day, you know, like that's a problem. Like, this is your business, okay? I can't want it for you. You got to do it. And that takes work. That just takes practice and trial and error. And, you know, even with elite coaches and like I said, top 10 coaches, like, they're still putting in the work. And you're just going to find your groove and you're going to do it. And that's what you need to really focus on. Okay. So, right now I'm reading The Go-Giver. Have you guys read that book? Oh my gosh, so good. Kristen told me that. Kristen Brannon told me that. Hello, Kristen. And that's just about like, it's just about like, you got to be a giver. Like, this world is all about like, receive. I want to be a diamond. I want to be successful in this business. I want to be 10-star. I want to be making 6 figures. I want to retire from my job. Okay, yes, I understand that. But none of that matters if you don't give and help, if you don't care about helping people. You know, again, the more people you help, it's a true, I know you hear this all the time, but the more people you help and genuinely not care about what you're getting in return, like, how can I help you today? You know, I've been starting to just, if a challenger says, you know, I really don't have the money to do this, I'm like, okay, well, do you want to be in my challenge group for like a week and see the atmosphere and kind of see how it is? Yes, thank you so much. All right, and then at the end of the week, I'll you know, like, you can just kind of see how it is, and then when you're ready, we can put you back in the group. And they just appreciate that, right? If I told Amy, I'll never work with you, like, you guys, Amy is, if you don't know Amy, you need to get to know her. Like, she literally saved up money because she couldn't pay rent to join as a coach. Like, she has hardly any money. She's a mom of 4 kids, and she saved up enough money to be a coach. And now she made Success Club her first month, and she's really putting herself out there. Like, if you want to make it happen, you will. You just gotta really work hard for it. Okay. Nothing worth it ever comes easy. All right. I'm going to tell you this again. This job is simple, but it's not easy. Let me tell you that again. This job is simple, but it's not easy. You know the steps. The simplicity of it is invite, be a personal product of the product, you know, do your personal development. You know, the but there's a lot. There is a lot of information. I mean, your first month, your head's spinning all over the place. Like, what in the heck is going on? But just don't quit. Just learn something new each day. You know, and I'm going to tell you right now, like, you are always open to join my challenge. Like, the very first thing you need to do is to keep yourself accountable. You need to make sure that you're part of a challenge group. You're working on your fitness goals. You're not perfect. Oh my gosh, for God's sakes, I'm like in a 10-pound struggle here, going up and down, up and down. But I've shared that, and you know, like, that's just life. Like, you go up and down, and you just got to share it. Okay, you just got to share where you're at. It's not about being perfect. It's about making progress. Remember, people want passionate people in their life, happy people in their life, confident people in their life, and girl bosses. Now, who's going to be that? Who's going to be those 4 people? Who's going to be those 4 things? Okay, well, you better raise your hand. Raise it right now, okay? And if you're not like going like this, like the person in the back of the room in 4th grade that has that answer, you got to ask yourself why you're not that person. Like, I want to follow someone, and I want to be part of something that, like, I'm telling you right now, I promise you this. If you're passionate about anything, you can get someone to join you. If you're passionate about a pair of socks, you're like, these socks are the best socks in the entire world. Like, when I sleep, they are just like so amazing. Like, you'll get someone to buy that pair of socks. You'll get someone to join you because you've talked about it and you're passionate about it. And when people kind of forget the money when they realize, oh my gosh, I don't care what it takes. I want to be part of that. Does that make sense? Okay, questions, 10 minutes. What's up? Any questions? Where are you struggling? What do you need help with? Anything?
I always have a million questions and I can't think of them.
Okay, you could just hop on there if you have any questions. Tiana, I'm gonna pick on you. How are you doing? What's going well? What are you struggling with? Huh? I can't hear you. I can't hear you. Now I can. Yeah.
Okay. I got home from Wisconsin on Sunday, and I woke up the next morning and I totally tore my neck out and my back out, getting Breckley out of her crib. So I've been laid up on the couch for the last 2 days. Yeah.
That sucks. So what kind of post could you make about that?
Oh, man. I could probably make a ton. I should put a neck brace on or something. And
Well, you could do that and be like a funny post, or you can be like, hey, like, I tore my neck out. This sucks. Like, the fitness part of me is really pissed off, but I know that, like, I can either choose to be negative or positive about it, and I'm going to do a lot of personal development during this time. You know what I mean? Like, I think that's what I'd focus on. And you're on the couch. You have a lot of time to write a lot of people, right?
absolutely.
And just be, again, you guys don't have to know exactly how you're going to get there, but you got to see your vision. Your vision has to be very clear where you want to go, and get excited about that. Excitement wakes you up in the morning. All right. Whether it doesn't have to be about, you know, maybe you're not the coach that wants to build a gigantic team. That's okay. But maybe you're excited about getting closer to your fitness goals. Or maybe you're excited just about being around these awesome women that we're on this call with. Because let me tell you, I just talked to a lady that was like, no one in my life is positive. I have no one to support me. And I'm like, dude, you need to be on my team. We have some awesome women, right? Like, you don't get to work with people like this usually. Like, you don't get to work with people that are holding babies and folding laundry and hanging out with their kids, because, like, we have the coolest job ever. And you need to start talking about that. Like, use a hashtag like my office view. Use a hashtag like, I'm so happy I get to be at home with my kids today. Or, you know, like, I made enough money to pay for my daughter's gymnastics, or whatever. You know, like, you just gotta, I think I'm so all over the board with this call because I'm passionate, but I was gonna tell you the third thing that people like hearing is physical transformation, emotional transformations, and then financial transformation. So, and I think we get caught up as new coaches. This is what I did want to tell you. I had that written down. Is that we always think, well, $60 is not a big deal, but you have to understand, like, $60 is a big deal for a lot of people. $30 is a big deal. So you don't need to share the exact amount of money if you think, oh my gosh, this person's not going to think. Stop thinking and stop creating scenarios in your head about what other people would think of you, and just post and reach out to that one person that might relate to the fact that you could not usually pay your bills, or you couldn't go to the grocery store without using coupons, and you are so stressed out, or you couldn't take your kid to the movies, and talk about that, because that is the freedom that people want. And that is the issue. And whether or not, and if you've never been a person that struggled for money, or you haven't had that issue, talk about other things. What are you able to do with this money that's giving you the freedom of being able to do whatever you want? Or maybe you're able to save for your kids' colleges now, or maybe you're saving up for something special like a vacation, or maybe you're saving up for the fact that you're gonna quit your job. Like, I don't know, like whatever it is, you gotta be passionate about whatever you do. So you gotta be passionate about the fact that, you know, you're rocking your 20-year-old sneakers because they're awesome. Like, I don't care. You don't have to have brand new sparkly things. You just got to be passionate and, you know, going for it. Next. Anyone else? Okay. So what are our goals this week? What are we doing? Anyone? Sarah, what are we doing? Sarah, turn off your mute button because you're muted.
I'm trying. Hi. Okay, gonna join some groups now that I have some time and everyone's in school. I have time to do that.
Okay. And you can't just join the group and go, oh, I joined a group. Kiana said I'm going to make all these friends. What am I going to do? What are you going to do?
So are you commenting on posts or doing your own, or I guess it depends what group it is.
So you're commenting on posts, you're creating like a post if you think that you can add some value, you're offering value to people. And then once you have a few conversations with people, that's when I friend them and say, hey, it's Kiana from the gardening group. I just like meeting like-minded people. I like meeting happy and positive people. I'd love to be your new quote online friend. That sounds strange if that sounds strange to you. I don't really say that. I would love to meet more like-minded people in the, you know, that kind of are into the same stuff that I do. It's so awesome meeting you. That's basically what I say. And then I put them on a list and I force myself within the next 2 to 3 weeks, invite them into either a free cleaning group, one of my free cleaning, they automatically get invited to a free cleaning group or to a challenge group, depending on how much my relationship is built. And that's how I've built my whole business. So do it because it works.
And I just remember my question finally came to me when I remember in another video you were talking about doing like the Kiana's Club, like the clubhouse. Mm-hmm. Did you ever do that?
No, I need to do it.
Okay.
But I want to do that. I want to do that because I want to offer that to people that are like adamantly no.
Because I have lots of people that have done.
So I'm going to start doing that. That's on my planner, is to at least start that and to offer that to people that are the adamantly no, because $40 seems like a lot better than $140. Yeah. If money is really an issue, where I can help them and serve them in that area.
I feel like I have a lot of people that have signed up for on demand, but they're just kind of floating.
And then Brittany Blankenship made on demand, like it's more of an advanced workout type of thing. And I'm going to make another one that's like an on demand basic, so they can have at least something to follow while they're in the group. Would
you do it every month? Like say we're starting on a date, or would just like whenever
I just would say, here you go. Here you go. Here's the videos that I would do if you're advanced. Here's the videos I do if you're basic. And then I would make an effort to maybe post in there twice a week and check in. And, you know, in the beginning, you're probably not going to get many people to post, but at least they know they can go there for support.
Okay. Thank you.
Any other questions? Anyone?
Where is that video about the club? What video is that?
Oh, that's Amy Silverman's video. I'll tag you in it. I'll find it. It was Amy Silverman's. She came up with this like Amy's Clubhouse. And then I said, oh, that's a good idea. Kiana's Clubhouse. Yeah. She was a top coach she just made a really good point that it's $40 for club membership. You get 40% of that like every 3 months. And so if you got like 50 people on club, like that's a lot of money, residual money coming in. And it's a lot of people, like a lot of times people are like, oh, they don't want to buy a challenge pack. Okay, I'm not going to talk to them anymore. Or, not really, but that's how they seem. And instead of doing that, you can be like, hey, I have another option. I have this club membership. I still work with you one-on-one. It's just more little, you know, here's the guidelines. I'll check in with the group 2 or 3 times a week. And I'd love to work with, you know what I mean? Like support you that way until you're ready to join my challenge group. And then what she does is, you know, she posts in her Clubhouse, hey guys, I'm starting a challenge group. You know, just let you know it's an option, and that's more one-on-one support with the Shakeology, obviously.
Yes. So it's $40 every 3 months. That's what it is.
$39.98 every 3 months. Yeah, and it's paid quarterly, so it's paid every 3 months at a big chunk.
Okay.
And then they get that access to $3,000 worth of videos, and like you can look on like FAQ it. I like to FAQ it and it tells you exactly what videos are offered for free. And then the cool thing is it also offers a one-time video of the really hot videos. So like they'll have like a 1 workout of thighs and 1 workout of 21-day fix and that kind of stuff. So that's kind of cool. And then anything they've purchased in the past is also on there. Yeah. Okay. Other ideas? Any questions? Okay. If your challenge groups are going dry, combine with other coaches. Like I said, I'm starting my next challenge group. Anyone is welcome in my challenge group for my whole downline. I want to make that very clear. I'm going to post some dates today about like when my next challenge groups are starting. The next one is September 21st. So I'm going to be inviting, like starting this weekend, all next week we have the open house. So I'm doing open house Monday through Friday in a kind of a new format. And then I'm going to be advertising for my challenge group. I'm hoping you get some of those coaches to sign up as coaches and join my challenge group. Because
Is the open house is 5 days, not 3 days?
it's different. And I'm going to do Monday through Friday, Monday introductions, Tuesday. I don't know. I'm going to kind of play with it. I think 5 days is long for me. I might do 4. I haven't really decided. It's just going to be that week. Just say it starts this week. 4 to 5 days. But the 5th day is not going to be a lot of heavy stuff. It's just going to be like, what do you guys think? Okay, and the time's going to run out in 1 minute.
Okay, bye.
Longer. Do you guys get value out of this?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, so we'll probably do these every couple weeks. I'll probably just hop on random times for just random. Fold your laundry, do whatever you need to do. That's what we're here for. It's very loosey-goosey. You don't have to be crazy. Okay, you are beautiful, all of you, but don't be shoving your face full of food. I don't care. In fact, you can even be working out. I could care less. Okay? And if you have any questions, just post on the team page or message me.